Hello, my name is Knight, the werewolf teacher of Comics Off the Shelf, and this is What I Read, the series of short reviews where I talk about the books that I read this week, and we are talking about JSA number 4, written by Jeff Lemire, with art by Joey Vasquez, colors by Luis Guerrero, and letter by Steve Wands. This is a fun issue that focuses on Dr. Midnight, Beth Chapel, and also on Obsidian, Todd Rice. Dr. Midnight finds herself captured by the Injustice Society, and with very few of her signature gadgets, she is left to her wits and her training by other superheroes who she mentions and talks about how they taught her to get through this situation. While she's looking for an escape, she also starts looking for Obsidian because she knows that he has been replaced. And so we get some scenes of Obsidian, who is in a hospital bed in this very nicely lit room with, afternoon sun coming in. And he starts to realize that every time he wakes up from his anesthesia, it's always the middle of the day. There's no shadows around. It's meant to keep him from using his powers, but there's always shadows around, and he figures out how to get that. He gets this really empowering moment where it's like, they tried to stop me from using the darkness, but I am the darkness. And while he looks through the hospital and finds Jakeem Williams, Dr. Midnight ends up finding Obsidian, and also Scandal Savage, who kicks her ass. It's interesting to see Scandal in a purely villainous role, where she's almost always depicted as a kind of anti-hero, and I'm interested to see how Jeff Lemire uses her. I think of all the characters that are in this run, actually Scandal is one of the ones I'm most familiar with. There is one point that feels like discontinuity, but other than that, it is a very tight comic that I think does really well at telling its story. And I think that discontinuity really just gives the thing just a little bit of a trippy feel that I think might have been the intent. So ultimately, I think I'm going to give it an A-, just for that one part where I'm not sure if it was intentional.